Hello and welcome to Callie's in the Kitchen. I'm using my scallop edge mold again that I got from Etsy, and what I did off camera is sprinkle some of that red crushed glass that I got from Michael's. It comes in a packet, and I put it in this plastic Tupperware, and then I take a spoon and place it around here, and then I use a brush if it splatters inside. Okay, I've got my NicPro sitting, and I did, let me see how many. I've got to check its temperature right now though. 33. Okay, that's good. So this was 200 grams, but I did use 25 on another project next door. So let's see, 200 less 25, 175. Okay, in here in my cup where I'm going to put my bloom mixture, I have violet Aurora Mica powder that I get from Laura's Art Corner, and then I've got Cast and Craft. I am going to use alcohol inks. I don't have the box anymore, and it's called GR. And then this is carmine, and then chrome yellow. So what I haven't told you what I'm doing. I am going to do the grid 3D bloom, the one by Crafty Alex. I've been doing just the regular lines on, I think it was a different mold, and then I did it in the Lotus one where I did straight lines like this, and then you spiral all over. Well, this one, she did an amazing one with grid lines, so I want to try that. So let me check my temperature, my NicPro again. It should be 35. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is pour a layer to the center, use my stick there as a sort of a wall to help not cause too many bubbles. Excuse me, a little sneeze there. Okay, in my cup now I'm going to put 20 grams. I hope. 11, 12, 13, 15, 17. Okay, 19, that's close enough, because I do want to make sure I have a layer in here. This is a very deep mold, so it takes quite a bit of resin, and I am going to do a back coat. So I have found that with these grid line, straight line spirals, you do need a top coat. I did one earlier without a back coat, and you just couldn't see the depth very clearly, or at all actually. So that's my experience. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. Okay, so there's that. So now I'm going to just torch before I put my alcohol inks in. Okay, so I'm going to put in my carmine in the center. That'd be pretty to have a, glitter outside. Oh, where's my tool? I wanted to clean up this. I see some stuff. It's so funny, different angles. I catch different things that are in my mold or in my resin. Like just now, I was sitting this direction and I didn't see anything. Then I just moved and then I see a bunch. So I'm sure you guys see a whole bunch too. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3. This is pretty color. Okay, it's not quite the same red, but you know what? It's close enough for me. Then I'm going to put the yellow. I just really like red and yellow together. Let's just see how far out I want to go Wow, this GR really spreads. I'm trying to see the shape. I think that's pretty good. So the first thing, and I didn't forget this time, is stir in my violet Aurora. So with my mica powder, I like to stir it first into the resin and then put in my pigment paste. Stir it really well. There goes my counter again. Gosh darn it. You know what I'm going to do? Just to make it even. I'm just going to put one out here because I know it's going to come in, so I'm going to put it out here. Now I'm going to take my casting craft. I'm going to do 1, 2 drops. Stir in that white. I'm liking the white. So it's so funny, when I first saw this, when Stefania introduced Crafty Alex to me, and I saw her straight line one, and I called it a grid. A grid line, you know, because it's like, you know, a grid, but it's not really a grid. And then the next thing I know, Crafty Alex did a grid pattern. So how cool is that? Okay, so that's enough stirring. Now I'm going to squeeze my cup so that the mouth is really tight. And then, boy, I hope 19 grams is enough. It should be. Otherwise I'm in trouble. Tying a knot. I'm going to cut about that much. Okay, that stream looks good. It's a little runny, but I think I'll be okay. All right, let me just have this bag handy. All right, here we go. I'm going to start in the center. And I'm going to sort of, not deliberately, but just try not to do too wiggly of a line, but I'm not going to freak out if it's too wiggly. So feel free to fast forward. In fact, I might put you on a time lapse right now. That's what I'll do. So now I am doing my back coat, and I'm using Octopus Resin Inks, the resin ink, not the alcohol ink, papaya. And I thought I'd do, what happened was I went to the garage and I saw this brown chestnut color mica powder, but I didn't want just completely brown. So there you go, the chestnut, it's by Crystal Resin. I had some left over. So I added just a couple scoops of the chestnut mica powder. I thought for a change, instead of, you know, the usual safe black background, I thought I'd try a brown background. But I couldn't just have brown because I thought it's an icky color. So I added the little papaya to give it a little orange tinge, hopefully. So I'm stirring it up, and I'm doing a voiceover on this because I have my mask on. I always wear my mask when I'm doing mica powders. I find that it does help me because it does affect me a little bit, the mica powder stirring up. So I'm going to stir that up, and then you'll see a couple next steps, and then just feel free to fast forward through the silent part. But there you go. Well, here I thought I was taping, and I didn't. I am so sorry. So I mixed up, you know, my resin with the chestnut and papaya. I have now poured a layer, and I just barely almost overflowed it. I've torched it. I'm going to wait a little bit, and I'm going to torch some more, or maybe alcohol, sorry. See how it goes, and then I will see you for the unmolding. This is cured. It is time to reveal. That's kind of cool, the lines that it creates. That's what mica powder does. When you mix it with resin, it's really, really quite cool. Okay. I really hope my red crystals can be seen. Okay. Not to mention, I hope the bloom is a nice bloom. All right. The grid is nice. The grid is a good effect. Very cool. Not bad on the brown background. You know, I guess it really doesn't matter sometimes in a way. So I'll bring you in for a close-up. So that, you know, lines and then going around and around is really cool. So I like that my red crystals can be seen. So thank you again, Crafty Alex, and then Stefania for introducing her to us. So I like the background. You know, like I thought, that chestnut would show up really good against the red crystals. Okay. There we go. I'll just take you around real quick. I like it. I love the depth that it creates. All right. Catch you next time.